sorry. Like I said, it's been a crazy day. Dropped my car off. I just got home. I forgot my phone and I had to go to work without it all day. My Both of my big bosses from Canada were there. Were like, surprise! The corporate people are here. And I'm not going to discuss things about my health yet, but let's just say I had a morning because I got some news I was not expecting, and it's about my ear. That's it. So I'm like, I'm not even going to talk about it because I'm going to stress out. And then yesterday I was with the kids, so I was like super tired. I don't know how you fucking parents do it. I'm 40. Okay? I had a 7-year-old, a 3-year-old, a 1-year-old, and 5-month-old. I had to do the math. With my mom, too. My mom was there, but it's like, now I know why she doesn't like to babysit by herself all the time. It's a lot. It's a lot with all four just because of their ages. When they get older, I'm sorry, I'm currently rolling for all the sensitive people. I can't show what I'm doing or else I get booted. It's legal in my state, so. But that's why I keep looking down. I cheat and get the cones. You just pour it in the top. So I can't roll for shit. Oh, it's too clumpy. Anyway, this is my mental health medicine, so I'm zenning through it. But what I was saying about the schools, I think they're going to make everything private and either make you pay into it for better levels of education. Everything is turning into a cult, is what I'm getting at. And this country's turning into a cult. Because the truth of the situation is, do you not see what's going on here? Why Elon was kind of placed towards the end of the campaign in louder forms? Elon Musk can never be president. He was born in South Africa. It is a requirement to be born in the United States to be the president, and also you have to be 35 years of age, and you can't be a foreigner. Like, you can't immigrate here, become a citizen, and one day become a president. You literally have to be born in the United States to be the president of the United States. That's why they went after Obama so hard, because they thought he was foreign or whatever. So Elon Musk could never be president. So he paid for his buddy, who he could basically put a finger up the butt of somebody and talk out of like a puppet, to become president. And I didn't think he was bad at first. Like, I was like, well, if I'm willing to think outside the box for change. I'm not afraid of change, but I can't ignore red flags. I think Elon, if the tales of how he grew up are true, there's a point in children's trauma where a person can go left or right, and I'm not going to put labels on it, but you can say dark or light, left or right, whatever. Trauma gives you two choices, and how you process it really by the end, I'm nutshelling it, okay? It's a hard point to get to, and it takes a long time to get to these choices, but you can either let it eat you and become an angry, vindictive person, angry at the world, or just like all the wrong things because you're disappointed, or you had a rough childhood, or you were traumatized. You can never get over the let go or the anger, and it eats you and takes you to a dark place. Or you can choose to turn that trauma into a lesson and grow wings and turn it around and help the people behind you who are traumatized, or help other people understand what you went through so that they can help someone in their life. That's using trauma as a positive. And I feel like at certain points Elon wanted to be a good person, but he gets rejected. Think about Hitler. I don't want to get banned, but he didn't start out a tyrant. He was actually, if you look at the history, was like a very outstanding citizen, and he, grew up with morals, and rejection ultimately turned him into an ugly, dark soul. And that's what I'm getting at. Elon Musk is no different than L. Ron Hubbard. If you don't know who L. Ron Hubbard is, he founded... Does anybody know? Wait for it. Why don't you ask, help me, Tom Cruise? The biggest cult ever, Scientology. But that man was wicked. L. Ron Hubbard was one of the most demonic, evil, sex offender, pedophilia, torturer, mind fuck people, Stockholm people, like the sickest fuck you could ever think of besides the Manson freaks. He's right up there with them. Created this whole cult, made a ton of money and a ton of victims. Do you think L. Ron Hubbard started off as a creep? Do you think anyone would invest in him if he was a creep? Remember the warning you were told. What looks like your salvation is actually your doom. And you're like, well, why would you vote for him? The doom was always inevitable because both of them are dark. There was no way we weren't going to fall on a sword. Either one was going to spend too much trying to help the whole world and collapse itself and riot out and create civil war, or you have this kind of tyrant. Bring in the cult. It's going to be easier to take out Trump than it would have to take out her. Point blank, period, if you want to be real about it. Neither one of them were going to be good for this country. And if you believe that, you really need to do some soul searching. These people aren't your savior. This country is not going to save you. This country is not what is important. That country or that country or that country is not important. It's a test, and we're failing. We as people, do you want to live this way? Fighting over people who aren't fit for the job in the first place. Fighting over options that create divides from the very start. They're putting two demons up and dancing in front of you like puppets. Like, pick one. We're going to act like one of us is good and one of us. There's always a bad guy. There's always someone to blame. Why don't you blame ourselves as humans? We're fucked up. We are fucked up and we are broken. COVID broke everything, but we were broken before that. Society, when I was young, what did they do to sexual assault victims? Quiet, don't talk about it. Just shut your mouth or you're going to be painted a whore for the rest of your life. You just patch up what happened to you and you move on. Yeah, we've moved up a little bit, but have we really changed it? We as people are broken. We are vicious. We are dark. We are demonic. Our natural instinct is to attack or to be suspicious or not trust. I'm not saying I'm a fucking saint. But if we, the people, are broken, how the fuck are we supposed to fix a world that's broken? Maybe it's time to admit we need a little bit of help from somebody who is removed from the situation, because it's not side A or side B, or if my person won, this wouldn't be happening, or you voted for this. Nobody fucking voted for this. We were forced. a shit option against a shit option. A shit sandwich, and we're eating it spiritually too.